This week on Yap Session, is Bad Bunny qualified for the Super Bowl? Would fans rather see Kid Rock? Is the Super Bowl still family friendly? Or will twerking be a part of Bad Bunny's set? This is Yap Session.
I think the room is divided. Bad Bunny fans on the couch?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Present and accounted for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite obsessed.
Is this official merch,
Oh,
Jason?
absolutely. I've
Yes.
seen him in concert. This is when I saw him, I think 2 years ago. And let me tell you, I've been to a lot of concerts in my life. This was probably the most fun I've ever been to. In terms of like crowd energy, like the energy that you experience at a Bad Bunny concert is unlike anything else. So I was obsessed. I was already in love with him before I saw him, and now I'm even more excited.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the ultimate entertainer. Absolutely.
And we just found out we were at the same concert
Yes,
when he got
we
that.
were.
And that was the one where I unfortunately did drain my bank account to go there. Now look, I was getting paid the next week. It's fine, everybody. But I had to go. I was like, this is a once in a life, because at the time it felt like, whoa, he's really shaking the ground with this stuff. So I had to go, and it was great, and we had a great time. We didn't know each other, but now we know.
We were spiritually connected
Yeah.
through
Yes.
the 70,000 people that were there.
Absolutely.
Yes. That is magic. That is and Bad Bunny, he's not just draining your bank account, he's also boosting entire economies. Like Puerto Rico is normally, this is hurricane season, tourism's down. His residency brought up the entire economy, which
$200 million, nothing to sneeze at.
is
Yeah.
nothing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know. Just did like multi-month sold out residency in Puerto Rico. It was amazing. Just seeing like the community come together, and the fact that he did a first chunk of the shows just for Puerto Rico residents. Like, he's a man of the people. He's so amazing. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember when he did that pop-up show in Puerto Rico, like on top of a gas station?
Oh my God.
Like, he just is there for his people, and for him to like put on this multi-month residency. I don't know if you've seen footage, but like it is unreal. Like, it is unreal. Like, people are doing stadium tours, you know, here in the US, around the world, but this was, I'm so jealous. I have the ultimate FOMO that I was not there.
FOMO was out of
Yeah,
control.
yeah.
I was texting my cousin in DR, like, can we go together, please? Like, he's going to DR. It was just amazing to see Bad Bunny get emotional, and like, he was like patting his chest and just like, oh my God, this is what he did it for. He's a man that moves with intention, and it felt like the thing that he was trying to do, to set out to do, he did it.
Yeah.
Like, he did it, and he was out there watching. People were in the audience with their grandparents crying, and just like, you know, because of the moment, and because of like the set design and everything was so beautiful, but also just because like what the music means. Like, I know people that speak Spanish and that don't speak Spanish that both can understand it and like and feel it, but the people that like don't, the people that do really do understand even more, just because like Debí tirar más fotos, for example, is a song about I should have taken more photos when the people that I love were here. And it's like, it sounds kind of silly on its face, but like there's a deeper meaning to it, and it really like, it makes me emotional every time I think about it.
I will definitely say for myself, like, I wasn't a big Bad Bunny fan before this last album. I think like for me, I had gotten tired of like, maybe even if it were hip hop or like pop music, everything just started sounding like too much of the same thing all the time. And I feel like with this album, I really feel like he, although I do not understand Spanish, I could really feel like the roots of his culture in the music. And for me, like, that was something that was powerful and special, and that really made me enjoy the music, like Nueva York or like DTMF, like you said. Like, I just really enjoyed those songs for what it was, and I'm just there vibing, not understanding, but I'm here vibing with you.
Benito says you've got 4 months to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So, you know, I took AP Spanish. I got a 5. I have no idea what Bad Bunny is saying, but I enjoy the Calvin Klein underwear ads.
Oh, yes.
I enjoy every concert clip I see. I mean, the man is doing a one-man magic Mike on stage.
Yeah.
And even when he's hopping around, he like hurt his knee at that one point. I was like, he's still going.
Yeah.
Yes.
It didn't stop him. You know, so, but obviously not everyone is super into having Bad Bunny, a Spanish-speaking Urbano performer at the Super Bowl. There's been some haters. There's been some backlash. I can't believe the Speaker of the freaking House has chimed in about this. Like, you know, members of like, you know, the cabinet are speaking out about this. This is ridiculous, right?
I think it's interesting when you talk about the House Speaker like chiming in on this whole Super Bowl experience, because a lot of people were like, oh, let the Super Bowl not be political, or like don't make it political. But then you have like politicians actually speaking in on that. I think that's so weird. But Bad Bunny has all the fans and not fans on X like divided, and some people are even like saying Kid Rock should be there. Like this author, Nick Adams, he's like if you agree Kid Rock would do a better Super Bowl halftime show than Bad Bunny,
which got like 30K likes. And
he's
Girl.
Kid Rock is so political and so hot button pushing. I mean, he's taking a machine gun to Bud Light cans because of Dylan Mulvaney. I mean, that man is obviously courting controversy. He's just as divisive as anyone, or more so.
And I don't even think I can name a Kid Rock song, if I'm being honest.
Ba with the ba, not you.
Sweet Home Alabama.
He probably covered it.
Okay.
Not an original. Wait, what else did people say?
There were also some good ones. Like my most favorite tweet, someone was like, we better see Bad Bunny twerking at the Super Bowl. And I'm like, yes, Bonita, like we need to see it. That one got like 139,000 likes. So the people are really wanting to see it.
It's gray sweatpants season. Bad Bunny is on everyone's mind.
Right,
No.
right.
I think most people are excited. I think, obviously Jay-Z and Rock Nation took over the Super Bowl halftime show in like 2020. So ever since then, he's kind of been the orchestrator behind the guests that have been here. And I think he's been so strategic and intentional about the people he has selected. And I think, we saw it with Kendrick Lamar earlier this year and all the people that Kendrick brought out. And, obviously he knew what he was doing with Bad Bunny. He didn't just pick anyone. I mean, he's the most streamed male artist of all time, like currently in the world. So it's like for people to say you don't know who Bad Bunny is, okay, you're just saying you live under a rock. Like that's not a point of he's irrelevant. No, this man is very culturally relevant.
Yeah.
And, especially now in this current moment, to have a Spanish speaker, taking the center stage of the biggest, sporting event in America is very intentional.
Here, I've got a Bad Bunny's quote. He was on SNL. He addressed the controversy in Spanish, which I thought was very cool. And I'll translate it for the gringos out there. He said, "Our footprints and our contribution in this country, no one will ever be able to take that away or erase it." And I think that was beautifully said. Obviously, we're in a current state in America where people are speaking out against ICE arrests, and it's also a moment where Bad Bunny said, "I'm not going to perform in the continental United States. I'm only going to perform in Puerto Rico," and that's a statement. But Kendrick Lamar's performance, to what you're saying, Jason, was like one of the most watched Super Bowls of all time.
Yeah,
I think
number
that might
one.
have been
It
the
was
number
the
one
most
watch.
watched.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if some people are saying, "Oh, this is not for America," it's like, well, who's America? Obviously.
Right. No, because the funny part is like, some folks are saying, "Oh, he's not American," which he is. Puerto Rico is in America, for those that don't know. But there's also been a lot of non-American acts, like U2, like Paul McCartney, like Coldplay, like
The Weeknd.
Shania Twain,
Yeah.
both Canadian kings and queens.
Shakira, Colombian.
Shakira, like
J-Lo,
there's been a
yeah.
lot of those types of like non-American artists that have come and done amazing job on the halftime stage. So I don't get the backlash.
Should we talk about our favorite, or most exciting Super Bowl performances of all time or in recent memory?
I must start with Beyonce.
Oh my God.
I have to start with the Queen. Now, when I was going through some of the top performances, I was surprised that she ranked number 9 out of 10. I would have put her as number 1, but oh my God, like bringing out Destiny's Child, that every time she does it, that'll always just get me going back to my childhood, like dancing, singing. I'm here for all of it.
100%. I mean, we know Beyonce, right? The choreography, the vocal acrobatics, the like attention to detail, the precision. But then also, like, you just can tell that stage means so much to these artists. Like, it matters to her. You saw, like, she put a little extra oomph in her performance. She was, like, really, like, she just gave it her all. And that's what I love. I will say, I'm known in my friend group to make people come to my house and watch Super Bowl performances. That's my thing, because I really love to watch the moment. It's moving, it's emotional, it means everything. It's a career-defining moment. And so, Beyonce ate that up. And I have to give my flowers to J-Lo and Shakira. They were not on like the top 10 list or whatever, but they did their big one. Like,
Yeah.
they did their
And they
big
had
one.
to share 15 minutes,
had to
which is
share 15
ridiculous.
minutes.
Because they both have huge discographies.
Absolutely, and that was actually a big issue Jennifer Lopez had with it. Like, a spot that's normally occupied by one person or one group, now they felt like they needed to have 2 Latinos come and do the thing that normally one person can do. She was like a little offended about that, and I kind of got some backlash.
And
like,
Shakira is a global superstar. Could have carried the
Absolutely.
stage by herself and got the views, you know?
Absolutely.
Wait, wasn't Bad Bunny
He was in that
And
one.
he
In that
was.
performance?
Speaking
Yeah.
of, he did. did. Yeah, he did. I Like It, a little part from I Like It with him and Cardi B, my queen.
Yes.
And J Balvin was also there, so it was full of like guest performances. Oh my God, it was a treat. Like also because a lot of us grew up on J Lo and Shakira. Like their music is like the soundtrack to a lot of our lives. So it was really exciting to see them and bring out Bad Bunny as a guest.
Yeah.
But now he's the main guy.
Girl, they were warming him up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. I like to think that the Super Bowl halftime performance is crafted for pop girls. Like, I just love when a pop girl has her moment on that stage. Like you said, Beyonce, I liked Rihanna's. I liked her performance. That girl didn't need to bring out any special guests. She gave us 15 minutes of back-to-back hits, gave us an iconic pregnancy announcement.
Right.
Like, it was
That was a
amazing.
special guest.
Yes, girl, that was the guest. So I think stuff like that. I also have to give flowers to like Lady Gaga. I think
when she made it look like she jumped off the top of the
yes,
stadium. That was
100%.
incredible.
That was amazing. You know, and I'll give it to Katy Perry. You know, maybe she's not having her moment right now, but we also grew up on her music. So to
Yes.
see that kind of walk by through memory lane of all of her hits, I think was super impressive.
Yes.
So
The
I don't know.
iconic shark. We love the shark.
Yeah,
on
left
Katy
shark,
Perry.
girl, left shark. Call it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for me, my favorite moment, my favorite Super Bowl was Prince. I mean, this was so iconic, and you know, not only does he have so many hits, I love it when it's a legacy artist that can really just bring out, like when Usher did it as well. It's like, oh, you're just got hit after hit after hit. But when Prince did it, like there was this moment that he still was pushing buttons. I mean, the Super Bowl is known for this, where there was a moment where they did like a silhouette with his guitar and made it look like he was, you know. Suggesting something with his long shaft of the
What was
guitar.
he
I don't know. I mean, I have to Google it later. Spell it out. It's like, you know, everyone's watching at home. It's like no one is boycotting Prince, you know, like, but it's like the Super Bowl does have an opportunity for some of these controversial moments to happen. And, you know, I think for it to happen before there's even a show is so ridiculous and so, you know, triggering.
Yeah.
But like, you know, there's been some really career defining and career destroying moments at the Super Bowl. We have to talk about Janet Jackson. I mean, this is like insane that that's even happened. You know, there was for those who don't know Nipplegate, you know, Janet Jackson was exposed on live TV. There was a huge FCC fine, and her career suffered ever since. And Justin Timberlake is finally getting dragged for being a part of this performance.
A couple decades later.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was crazy because, like, why did Janet take the backlash for being
Something
exposed?
she was a victim to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it live and not even realizing anything had happened. I thought it was a pasty.
Yeah.
It was a nipple ring, maybe. Like the whole thing was blown so out of proportion. And in 2025, maybe it would have been 1 week of controversy, but back then it
was everything. I mean, remember how we treated women that time? And like back in the day during that era, it was like we were really kind of going hard on the Britney Spears of the world and the Janet Jacksons of the world. So that was very kind of commonplace at that time.
Yeah.
Now we're in a little bit of a different place socially. So love that for us.
yeah. But the Super Bowl is still getting dragged
Yeah.
and making headlines.
Apparently.
I mean, even with the Kendrick Lamar performance, which I don't know if people saw it as controversial, but even like performing the Not Like Us diss towards Drake, I thought that was kind of interesting, especially like some of the claims that he made in the song. It kind of makes me think, like, is the Super Bowl going in a different direction than what people originally suggested it was for? Like, people were like, oh, this is a family show, but we're like, pop culture icons are here, like, performing their songs. Like, are we drifting away from that, or would you say like this is like inclusive of that?
I mean, I just know what I like and what I don't like. And like Maroon 5 performing was boring to me. They just stood there with a guitar, you know. Adam Levine's got to dance or do something, you know. So for me, like, I like it when it's a big show and a big spectacle. And if that means pushing some buttons or pushing some envelopes, I mean, I'm all here for it, you know. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah. Girl, if you have a problem with it, go meditate. Turn the TV off. I don't care. Like, you know.
No, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say there's a lot of people at home going to be eating their guacamole and chips and ordering their quesadillas and mad that the man is speaking Spanish on stage for 15 minutes. Like, it's kind of hard to empathize with that too much, you know?
Also, the Super Bowl commercials are nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like the offensive jokes, and they're trying to go viral too, you know.
Right.
So everyone's trying to grab a little piece of the, you know, pop culture moment. And, you know, Bad Bunny, I think, is like taking the current situation in total stride and with total grace. I can't wait to see what he does with it. What about next year? We're already moving on to next year. I'm like, forget February. There were some rumors that like Taylor Swift, Adele, Miley Cyrus might do the Super Bowl. That was all changed once Bad Bunny was announced.
Yeah.
But who do you think would be the perfect next year's guest?
I will say I did see Taylor Swift speaking on Fallon about potentially performing at the Super Bowl and having conversations with Jay-Z. I don't want to see her flail around on stage. Like, I'm not. I will not be watching that Super Bowl halftime.
She's used to 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
She takes her time.
I think the thing with Taylor is, I think it's inevitable. Like, she will do it eventually. I don't think right now is the time. In terms of, I think the Eras Tour is so recent. We've seen what she can do on a stadium level production, and it's impressive. It's unquestionably, a feat. So, but I think that is so recent in our mind that I kind of want, maybe a couple years, where, maybe she'll tour or do something else, a little different. But then for her to come back maybe when Travis is no longer in the NFL, because she is such a fixture right now in the NFL, whether people like it or not. So for her to, be performing during the season while her fiance, is playing in this, I think is a lot, So I think let us, rest a little bit. Let us have a little bit of yearning for the Eras Tour.
Also, how awkward would it be if he's losing and she's playing the halftime show?
Yeah.
It's like not everything has to be a couples event.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Watch
right.
them get married on stage, like, please.
No, she might do a Rihanna and do another. I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
I love Mariah. I know you're a lamb as well. I think an artist that has like decades worth of hits, that's who should be doing the Super Bowl. So I do see some of the criticism about some of these younger artists. I mean, Bad Bunny is 30, 31, like 29, like, he doesn't have decades of songs that we can all recognize. So that's my favorite Super Bowl performance, is when it's someone like U2 or Mariah that have, multiple albums, multiple hits, and you're kind of waiting for it. It's almost like now that's what I call music of their hits,
Oh my God, that's what we need. A Super Bowl with that's now that's what I call music edition 22 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just curious because I think like a lot of people wanted maybe like an Adele to get on stage and perform, and I love Adele down. But then when we see these like songstresses who can like really sing, like, are we going to miss that performance aspect, or are we interested in seeing them make it up in production? Like,
Yeah.
I like to see a little choreography, a little 1-2 step. You know what I mean? I enjoy Adele down, love her down, but I don't know about the Super Bowl. Sorry.
Yeah.
She said it too. She said herself. She's like, I don't think I'm a Super Bowl performer.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've seen her live. I didn't go to the Vegas residency, but I think the Vegas residency was a good example of like how they can kind of build Adele up with like stage production and stuff. But it's still not at the level of, I think, her being at an 80,000 person stadium. I mean, again, love her down, but I just don't think that would be the moment. I don't think we need like 13 minutes of us crying.
I just realized it. Do you know who would be good? Dolly Parton. If she makes it through till next year,
She'll
Dolly
make it
Parton,
through. Don't do her.
I mean, everyone loves Dolly on every side of the political aisle, and she's got a million hits, and they could be two-stepping up on that stage while she stands there in her glitter gown. Dolly would be a fantastic Super Bowl performance.
And you know I live for Beyonce, so maybe she'll throw a little Beyonce come guest
a little
appearance.
Jolene.
No, she
A little Jolene.
Why not? Give me my 10% if you do that.
We do love the guest cameos. I hope Bad Bunny's got a barrage of people.
Okay, can I tell you who I want? Sorry.
Go for it.
Really,
Go for
because I'm
it.
so excited about that. He's got to bring out Cardi. Cardi is having a crazy moment right now. Like the rollout of this Am I the Drama, Honey? She's the drama.
Yeah.
She's got a
and
number one album.
A number one album. She's got a baby. She's gonna be fine by then. She said it. She's gonna pop that baby out and go right on tour. So she's got time for this.
And their
Super Bowl.
feature went #1.
Absolutely. Yeah, they could do I Like It again. He did I Like It the first time with J-Lo and Shakira, but I mean,
We need it
2
with a little
times.
Cardi.
Yeah.
A little Cardi.
Do you think she'll strut out with Stefan? That would go viral.
Hopefully he's playing. We'll hold.
Well, all 4 of us will definitely be seated for Bad Bunny on February 8th, Super Bowl Sunday. And for the haters who say he might be underqualified for this role, Brianna's got some stats for us to go out with.
I mean, just casually, he's a 3-time Grammy Award winner, 10 nominations, 15 top 10 Billboard hits, most streamed artist on Spotify globally.
Clock it.
For 3 consecutive years. This is from 2020 to 2022 now. No one else in history has done that. We already said $200 million impact to Puerto Rico from his recent residency. Most watched Amazon Music live stream ever. from per Rolling Stone. Sold out Yankee Stadium twice, drew 1.6 million fans across his 2022 world's hottest tour. And he's gotten hype from everybody, from J-Lo, Shakira, Bruno Mars, everybody. And he makes bangers. I mean, that's really the thing. Like, if you're an artist, make art. And he makes art that shakes the table.
Eat your heart out, Kid Rock.
There you go.